Is it? I think it's just. Okay, I think I got it. All right. Good morning, Golden Valley. I'm sure by now a lot of you maybe have heard about what happened. That luchador guy or lucha cougar, whatever he calls himself, like he showed up and like he ended up cutting my hair, and it was kind of weird. Like he showed up, he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna cut your hair," and I was like, "That's okay. I haven't been to a barber in a long time. I need a haircut anyway." But he was like, "No, I'm gonna cut all your hair," and I was like, "All right, man." But he ended up like buzzing my hair, which I guess is okay, but my beard's like not. It's all out of whack. It's not evenly figured out. I'll figure it out later. But anyway, this is what he did. And I thought maybe he's my barber. I don't know. I haven't seen my barber in a couple months. Maybe he was upset that I've been social distancing myself from him. So maybe he just showed up to cut my hair anyway. Anyway, we'll sort that out we'll sort that out later. In the meantime, we have a Google form today that we're going to complete. It's going to be due by the end of the week on Friday. And what we're going to be talking about is volume. Now, I used to think that volume meant how loud or quiet something is until I realized how much volume I lost in my hair. Volume actually refers to the size of something or how much fits inside of something. For example, we've got this Minecraft like pirate box, and volume refers to how much we can fit inside of this box. And this box it's pretty standard shape. I know it's for eight-year-olds, but it's pretty standard. It's what we call a prism. So today we're going to calculate the volume of a prism, like how much fits on the inside of it. So we're going to use a pretty basic formula. The formula for volume of a prism says that volume equals a base times height. Now I know the number one mistake that students make is this B. Most students think that this B, meaning stands for base, they always pick 5 as their base, which is incorrect. And the problem is that 5 is a base of a rectangle, which we refer to with a lowercase b. When you see capital B actually means area of the base. And you can see that the base of this prism is a rectangle, so we need the area of the base. So what I like to do is I like to just change this to length times width, which gives us the area of the base. So I always recommend that you rewrite your formula with an open parenthesis for each variable. We're going to include length, width, and height. And hopefully you can see we need 3 values. This has 3 values, so let's do it. Length, width, and height. 3 times 5 times 4. You punch this into your calculator. 3 times 5 times 4, you should get 60. Now in this case, volume is always units cubed to the 3rd power. However, when you enter into the Google form, sometimes it doesn't let you do this type of stuff. So I just recommend that you just do 60, but it should be units cubed. But you're just going to enter 60 all by itself. Let's try another example. I'm going to leave the open parentheses because I know that the formula is going to stay the same. So I always leave an open parenthesis for each variable. And let's try something different. Let's try like a 12, a 20, whoa, height is gone here, and a 15. So this shouldn't be any particularly large challenge. We're just going to use substitution. For the length, we substitute 12. For the width, we substitute 20, and the height, we substitute 15. We get our calculators, we do some calculations, and the volume should equal 3,600. This is what you will enter in your Google form. The proper way is to put units cubed, but the Google form doesn't accept units cubed, so we're just going to put 3,600. I'd like to remind you a little bit about the use of your cell phone and how it can be a good thing and a bad thing. At this time, you should be using your phone and your technology to reach out to those people that you don't see regularly. It should be a useful tool. But don't let your phone prevent you from reaching out and connecting with the people that you actually live with. Don't let your phone get in the way of real life relationships. Practice taking a break from your phone. Imagine doing something different like reading a book. Now, it might not seem interesting to read a book, but sometimes reading a book is the same thing as doing push-ups. It might seem like a lot of work now, but it makes you stronger later on in the future. So give yourself some rules. Have a book and say, every time you're going to use your phone, maybe read a paragraph out of the book, then go on your phone. Or you could even do 10 push-ups or 10 seconds of planking before you go on your phone. So work towards a balance. In the meantime, please complete the Google form below, and it's due by Friday, and I hope to see you again. See you later, Golden Valley.